Is it hot in here or is it just me?
Happy New Year and welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite homegirl, Inshot, and I am back with another video. You know, I'm here spilling all the beauty, lifestyle, and fashion gems officially from the Bad Bitch Handbook because we're friends and I'm always look out for you. It's a new year and everyone's captions is looking like, new year, new me, 2022, I'm up next, manifesting abundance, all that jazz, gratitude. And I'll be first to admit that I truly love seeing that stuff. It's so motivating when I see not just people that I don't know, but people that are my colleagues, my friends, my acquaintances, you know, making these goals. The unfortunate part is that a lot of us are saying these goals and not really setting them, and as a result we don't end up actually achieving them. So in today's video we're going to be talking all about how to set your goals and also achieve them. Make sure you thumbs up this video, like, comment, share. You know, don't be that only friend that's winning. Share, share, share. Step 1, pick 3 goals. Something that's career, personal, and health related. Why? Because that's gonna cover you for mind, body, and soul. Honestly, you guys, like if you have mind, body, and soul covered, you are vibrating at a very high frequency, let me tell you. If you're still not sure what goals to set within even those 3 categories, ask yourself, who do I want to be? What's stopping me from getting there? What are some things that are a pain in my butt and really irk me? What is something that honestly I dread every single day? Whether it's something that you're looking at, whether it's a mood, maybe it's a certain extra step or routine, whatever the case is, jot that down. In 2020, when I was working on my vision board on New Year's and I was trying to figure out what were my goals that I want to accomplish in 2021, I thought about the fact that I had outgrown my apartment. It was too small. As a result of it being too small, it was getting overcrowded. It was so easy to get messy because I literally had no room for anything. I completely outgrew that apartment. Something else that I thought about is I definitely wanted to be 100% debt free. I don't know how much money I had like as a credit card balance or in my line of credit at the time. I know it wasn't like a crazy amount, but I honestly just wanted to be in the clear of that. And as a part 2 of that, I wanted to make sure also that I had a nice stash of savings from 2021. And then my final goal was I wanted to be 30 pounds lighter. Those were the 3 things that were annoying me the most in my life, and it was time for a switch up because let me tell you, it wasn't on brand for me, okay? Like, I was that girl mentally, but when I looked at my surroundings, myself, it wasn't given that. So it was time to switch it up. Step 2, setting your goals. A lot of us are saying what our goals are, but we're not actually setting them. It's like you've been hanging around with a guy for a while, doing all the cute date stuff, sleeping over, doing his laundry, buying him stuff for his place, having sex, going on dates, all that jazz. And in your head, you think because all that's happening that that's your boyfriend, and in his head, he's over there thinking, when I say that, when did I say that, sis? Yeah, you cool and everything, and I'm hanging out with you, but we never had that conversation. When did I become your boyfriend, sis? When? So we don't want to be that girl in our relationships, and we definitely don't want to be that girl when it comes to our 2022 goals, okay? So we're gonna do more than just saying our goals. We're actually gonna set them. And by setting them, I mean putting it somewhere that you can actually look at, whether that is digitally, on your cell phone, maybe it's just jotting it down on your piece of paper, on a notebook, whatever. You can make a vision board, but we actually need to set those goals. And setting it isn't just saying what your goal is, but it's also outlining what you think is gonna be the right path for you to actually achieving them. And when I say think, I'm saying think because sometimes, you know, you have to pivot somewhere down the path. Sometimes things come up, changes happen, whatever. But obviously you need to be open to pivoting and changing when necessary. But initially when you're setting up your goals, you want to go ahead and put a little roadmap of this is how I want to do it, okay? If you're a content creator and your goal is to grow on the platform, secure brand deals, increase your rate, maybe that involves you increasing the quality of your photos. Maybe that involves you posting more frequently on whatever platform you're in. If you're just a regular person outside of being an influencer and content creator, you may have on one of your goals to move To accomplish my 2021 goal of moving into a bigger apartment, I knew that I, one, had to start making a list of what I'm looking for in a new apartment, not just a bigger size, but also like the floor plan, what floor, balcony, all the things that were important to me, having an island, which direction of the sun or city that it's facing. Those things were really important. I also had to estimate how much more I was willing to pay extra a month versus what I was currently paying. The pro of being in a smaller size apartment that I was in, I was paying a really great rent amount to live downtown. So I knew that moving into a bigger apartment, I definitely was gonna have to pay a bit more. So I needed to estimate exactly how much more I was comfortable with paying. As you guys know, if you watch my previous videos about my actual move, you know that I just moved floors within my buildings. So it was very much an easier transition, but there was still a lot of research. One of the benefits was I was already familiar with my building. You know, I had a great relationship with the staff here. So it made that transition a lot better. Step number 3 is not forgetting. So step number 2 is setting that goal. Step number 3 is not forgetting that goal, sis. And when I say not forgetting, what I mean is make sure you're putting that work in. Because how are you praying for something that you're not putting that work and hours in to get? It just doesn't make sense. Things just don't fall into your lap like that. You definitely have to put yourself in the position to be ready that when that blessing comes, when the opportunity comes, that you're ready to seize it and run off with it. So you always want to put yourself in that space where I'm ready. You know, you got to walk into your purpose. If you're that chick, then you're that chick. You got to start acting like that chick. You got to switch up the energy and the vibe. And the last and most important thing that you have to remember with all of this is making sure to check in and evaluate yourself. When I mentioned earlier my 3 2021 goals that I set, which were to get a new apartment, get rid of my debt and get savings, and drop 30 pounds, the first 2, we did. We're on track. We did that phenomenally, okay? We moved, we got rid of any owing amounts, credit card, line of credit. She's in the clear. You know, the credit score has bumped up. She has a nice savings account and is continuing to contribute to it at every time that I possibly can. Every time there's money coming in, a lot of money is going into that saving account. Like, she's doing really well for herself, okay? Pat on the back. But while I was doing all of that, what happened to the losing 30 pounds? It never happened for me, unfortunately. I really stayed the same weight as I was last year, which in a way is a positive because I didn't gain any more, but it was a negative because I didn't lose any weight. Like, I'm sure I lost some fat and gained muscle, which overall I would have lost. I didn't lose weight necessarily, but I lost fat and gained muscle, but that wasn't what my goal was. So why didn't that work out? The biggest reason is, well, let's start here. Number 1, I did get a personal trainer because I identified that I wasn't gonna be able to do it myself. Number 2 is I did start working with a nutritionist going into it, and it was good and it was fine and dandy. The nutritionist was always a temporary thing. I had only done that for, I think, a couple months. And, you know, it was great. I didn't continue it, not because of the program or the instructor or anything. It was just me not checking in with myself and evaluating. I did get a personal trainer. I ended up switching after a few months to my current trainer, and it's been really great. I can admit and take accountability for the fact that I was not checking in and evaluating my progress, because had I actually been doing that, I would have saw that nothing was happening. It was time to switch it up, or to get more serious, or maybe get more of a routine, or just really assess like what is happening, what's not going on. But the biggest issue was I didn't have a full plan. I just expected to get a trainer and everything was gonna be great. But that didn't really address my eating habits, my routine of working from home and being in the office and what that would look like, staying accountable, tracking my meals. Like, I wasn't out here behaving like someone that really wanted to achieve these goals. I was just getting by. So as a result, nothing happened. Going into this year, it's definitely about to be a whole different game plan. And with my other 2 goals from 2021, I definitely had like a full plan around it and a checklist. With the losing weight one, I had that as a goal that was very loose. I was saying it and I was starting to set it, but I honestly, truly didn't fully set it. And I can say that that's why nothing happened with it. I wasn't taking it seriously. So if you have to create a habit tracker, if you have to do a spreadsheet, if you gotta do a Google Doc of a checklist, if you gotta jot it down, if you gotta get a journal, if you gotta get a planner, do whatever you have to do to make sure that you are writing down what your goal is, that you're writing down the steps of how you're gonna accomplish it, and that you're checking back in with yourself on a regular basis to see if you're checking those things off, if you're on the right path, and then also evaluating how successful this plan is and if you need to pivot and maybe change it up a little. It's really important that you're checking in with yourself and your progress like a person who wants to accomplish and achieve that goal. Because anything you do in life, like, you're always doing a check-in. When you're in school, you're just not in school for a whole semester or a whole year and then you get an evaluation test. It doesn't work that way. You get homework, you get group assignments, you have class discussions, you take notes, you do quizzes, you do tests, you do midterms, and then you get the final exam. And that's how you have to treat this, is you have to continuously check in and evaluate it. And it's okay to have a point when you check in and you're like, you know what, I'm actually not working my hardest, I'm not. It's fine. It's okay to get down on yourself a little bit, but don't make that stop your progress. Make a plan, start again, and say, okay, maybe I need to make this goal a little bit smaller because it doesn't feel like I'm gonna be able to accomplish this in 1 year's time. It's gonna take a little bit more. That's okay too. And that's actually like a bonus step, because honestly, some of us are trying to do something that is really like time consuming, something that's literally gonna take us more than a year to accomplish. And maybe we need to kind of cut that in half and say, okay, let's start with this first part A, whatever you want to call it, and then next year we'll focus on the second half of it. So that's the other thing too, you have to pick really realistic goals that you can do within 1 year. And that's all I want to leave you guys with as a final thought. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment below, and subscribe and turn the notification bell on. If you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know. You know, we try new things here on the channel. Oh, final announcement that I want to share with you guys. Going forward, I am going to be posting 2 YouTube videos a week, every Wednesday and every Sunday. Wednesday is going to be a more sit-down video where we're just talking about, you know, fashion, beauty, lifestyle, adult hacks, you know, being an entrepreneur, being a content creator. We're going to do all that as a dedicated sit-down video or a how-to of some sort. Sunday's videos are going to be more vlog style, so either you'll be following me around for a whole entire day or it's going to be clips from over the whole entire week. And that's how we're gonna do it. So I'm really excited for this year on YouTube. This is my year. My goal is to hit 10,000 subscribers, and I know I'm gonna do it. So thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys on Sunday. Bye.